So there is a proverb that I want to read and share briefly about. And so in Proverbs 29, verse 20, this is what it says. Do you see a man who is hasty in his words? It's a question, right? There is more hope for a fool than for him. Pause on that for a moment. That there is hope for a fool than for a man who is hasty with words. And literally what it means is, so it says when you see a man who is so fast in speaking, who don't take time to reason things out, don't take time to ask questions, don't take time to listen to what is being said, and don't take time to really internalize information and process information before jumping in to either give opinion or to take an action or give a response and immediately just get there. It says if they're hasty, if they just like that, it says such a man is in trouble. And as a matter of fact, it says there's more hope for a fool than for such a person. For a person, there's more hope for a person who is ignorant, who does not know anything, who actually admits and acknowledges, I don't know, I'm not sure, I have no idea. Why? Because for such a person, there's room for improvement. This person can actually learn. When they acknowledge they don't know, they're willing to learn, and that means when you share with them, then you give them the information, you give them the truth, they will learn. And so they may be full at this point. They don't know that thing right now, but tomorrow they're different because they were willing to admit and acknowledge they don't know. You give them the information, they were able to find the information, they were able to be corrected, to be helped, and now they're better. But it says, but a man who constantly thinks they have it all figured out and they know it and they're hasty, they're just there. You begin sharing and talking, maybe even explaining what you're going through, and before you even finish, they've already started giving you ideas, they've already started giving you a solution, they've already started telling you what they think you should do, even without allowing you finish. Says that there's trouble for such a man. That's why James, I want to finish with this. So James says something. It says, be quick in listening, in hearing, but be very slow in speaking. Why? Because we need to make sure we've heard everything that is said, that we've actually also taken time to think it over, to reason it out, to ask questions if there are questions to be asked, to find out, do research if there's need for research to be done, and then all of those, so that by the time we open our mouth to speak, we are speaking sense. And so it's very important. It is better you speak and say 5 words that are genuine, that are honest, that are solid and truthful, than give 1,000 words and it's all useless and there's no truth, there's nothing in it that builds. Be quick in listening. So it means pay attention and make sure you hear everything. But don't be hasty in responding. That is very important. So again, he says, so a hasty man has no hope. So you'd rather say go with the person who is foolish, who is ignorant, who is naive, who does not know, because such a person can learn, than the one who pretends and thinks they already know it all and never give attention to anything, and they're always just talking, and never listening. There's a reason why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. It's so that we listen and hear as twice as much as we speak. Do not just do that. Take time, listen, pay attention, and then speak when you have what to say. All right? See you again.